Graduands, guests and colleagues, my name is Hannah Bryan and I'm delighted to welcome you to graduation. I have a few announcements to make before we begin so that you can relax and enjoy the ceremony. Graduands, an easy job to start with. Please check that your seat number matches the number on your ticket because you'll be called to the stage in that order. If you discover that these do not match, our team of stewards can help you locate the correct seat. At the appropriate time, you will be invited by the stewards to stand and to make your way to the foot of the stairs, ready to head up the stairs and across the stage. All very straightforward. There are two key things that make for a seamless ceremony. Firstly, as soon as the person ahead of you begins to cross the stage, please make your way up the stairs. Please don't wait until they have crossed the stage before you get to the top of the stairs. Secondly, don't let excitement and pride overwhelm you so much that you forget to pick up your degree parchment after you've crossed the stage. If you do, don't worry, you have still graduated. But don't try to go back because you will collide with someone coming the other way. Instead, please visit the graduation information desk in the exhibition centre where you collected your gown and tickets 30 minutes after the ceremony to collect your parchment. At the end of the ceremony, graduates are asked to process out of the hall directed by the stewards. Family and friends, the stewards will show you to the exits once the graduates have left the hall. If the fire alarm should sound at any point, please remain in your seats. Instructions will be given and we will escort you to the nearest exit. As graduates, we welcome you to our international community of more than 119,000 York alumni. The Alumni Association organises many events, networks and services designed to help you make connections with other alumni across the world and boost your career prospects. Please visit the Alumni Association stand and photo booth in the Exhibition Centre where you can pick up your graduation gift to welcome you to the Alumni Association. In November, you will receive an email about a national survey, the destination of leavers from higher education. The survey focuses on a specific date in January, so when you know what you'll be doing on that date, whether it's work or further study, please let us know. The results help us provide the right support for current students and make sure we offer graduates like you relevant information and opportunities. Finally, please put your mobile phones onto silent, and will you now please stand?
Good afternoon and welcome to the University on this brilliant day. I have great pleasure in declaring this congregation open for the conferment of awards. Please be seated.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor and Provost, it is a privilege to introduce our honorary graduand, Professor John O'Keefe, one of the world's leading neuroscientists. Among many international distinctions, he was awarded the Nobel Prize for Physiology or Medicine in 2014. John is a pioneer of cognitive neuroscience, the science of how the brain thinks. At the heart of the mystery are neurons, brain cells specialized for processing information. Somehow, all our thoughts, feelings, and memories are held in the intricate interconnections, encoded in the signals that they send to one another. Only by cracking this code can we truly understand how we think, feel, remember, or decide to act. And only by understanding how the brain works when we're healthy can we begin to understand how and why it goes wrong. John has devoted his career to understanding the hippocampus. In this particularly important part of the brain that encodes new memories, he discovered neurons that represent places in the external world. The system, he argued, acts like a map in humans and animals alike. As well as helping us find our way, it underpins memory and planning. People, objects and actions are stitched into the fabric of the map. Whenever we remember or imagine an event taking place, the hippocampus provides the space within which it can unfold. John's own story unfolded in the USA, Canada, and for the last 50 years, Britain. He was born in Harlem, New York, and raised in the South Bronx, the son of recently arrived Irish immigrants. He did not have an easy route into academia. Taking jobs as varied as Wall Street clerk, cab driver, and aeronautical engineer to support himself through college, he initially followed evening courses at New York University before enrolling full-time at City College, New York. After sampling courses in engineering, film, literature, physics, and philosophy, he eventually graduated with a degree in psychology. Next, he travelled to McGill University in Montreal, where as a PhD student, he helped develop new techniques to isolate and record electrical signals from individual neurons. In 1967, he moved to UCL, London, where he has worked ever since. Using techniques that he had developed at McGill, he began to study neurons in the rat's hippocampus. Their signals were rather cryptic and, to John, intriguing. Many cells signalled only sporadically as the animal moved around, and these impulses did not seem to be coupled to any specific sensation or action. The moment of discovery came when John realised that each cell fired only when the rat was in a specific place, signalling the animal's location within the environment as it explored. Together, the neurons represented its position in space like a map. This was a revolutionary idea that met with indifference, disbelief, and even derision at the time. It took dogged determination and many years of painstaking research to flesh out his theory, to test its limits, and to convince the skeptics. Gradually, as John began to extend and refine the concept of the cognitive map, others began to build on the foundation that he had established, applying his ideas to human neuroscience, psychology, and health. As a result, we now have a clearer understanding of the fundamental importance of space in thought and memory. When students graduating at this ceremony look back on today, they will be calling on memories that are being forged at this moment in the hippocampus. A subset of those cells is firing right now because of where you are. As you move to another part of the hall, new cells will fire at each step along the route. The shifting activity of these neurons will provide a scaffold for your memory of today's event. When you sleep tonight, they will fire out signals in waves, consolidating your memory and connecting its different facets, sounds, sights, and feelings. Later, when you picture the scene, your hippocampus will help reassemble those pieces to construct the event in your mind's eye. To see how important this is for medical research, imagine being robbed of your memories. When the hippocampus is damaged, for example, in Alzheimer's disease, the fabric of the map is eroded until we can no longer weave the fragments of our experience into our life story. John's work has led to the development of new tools to detect this process in its earliest stages, to understand the mechanisms of dementia, and to evaluate new drugs. Deputy Vice-Chancellor and Provost, for his wisdom, for his tenacity, for his outstanding contribution to our understanding of the hippocampus, and for the inspiration he has given successive generations of cognitive neuroscientists, it's an honour to present to you Professor John O'Keefe for the degree of Doctor of the University, Honoris Causa.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Hartley, for that very generous and fulsome introduction and essentially a summary of my career. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, graduates, colleagues, and friends. I have to say I'm very honored and very pleased to receive this prestigious degree from this great university. And I think part of my job is to give you some advice to help you along your life's journey. And the idea of a life's journey, the idea that you can cull some insights into how to lead your life by analogy to a physical journey, is to some extent a bit trite. But of course, as you will heard from Tom, I have spent my whole life studying the brain systems which enable us to find our way around the world. And I also have to admit I'm an avid rambler. I spend quite a lot of time walking the hills and the rivers and the seashore of South London, South England. So I quite often find myself, when I'm thinking about what I should do next or reflecting on my life, using an analogy of pathfinding and navigation. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about what those thoughts entail, and perhaps cull and distill some general principles which might be of some use when you find yourself in situations which, for example, require you to make a decision. So what we found over the years is that there are really two very distinct systems for finding your way around the world. And in fact, Tom didn't mention it, but he and I have had the privilege of working together in the past. And Tom wrote a very important paper, which was called The Well-Worn Route and the Path Less Traveled. And that was an exploration of brain areas which are actually involved in these two disparate systems for finding your way around. And to make it very short, succinct description, one way is to use a map-like strategy, a map you've created yourself by exploring an environment, or perhaps you've gone down to the local shop and bought an ordnance survey map, and which you then use to survey the domain, the area, the terrain that you want to navigate on, perhaps to pick goals and to find your way around. Map-like strategies are broad. They give you a broad outlook. They allow you to plan your overall strategy, and they actually take the big picture into account. They take into account not only what you intend to do on that occasion, but what you might have done in the past or what you might intend to do in the future. They're very good for navigating obstacles. They help you to avoid the Scylla and Charybdis of the dangers that you're going to encounter, and they are useful, particularly useful when the strategy that you intended to employ, the path you intended to take, is no longer available, and they allow you to take a novel path. There's another way of doing it, which depends on a different part of the brain, which is an actual route, which is to follow a sequence of individual choices, each following from the previous choice, each confined to taking into account only the immediate environment and not thinking so much in the larger picture and looking at the larger domain. This strategy was actually set out in great detail in a book in 1971 by Luke Reinhardt. It's called The Dice Man, in which a psychiatrist decided at some point in his life to actually make decisions in the future by rolling dice. So every time he had an important decision, he would just say, should he do A, should he do B, and he would roll the dice. And to some extent, routes are like that. They're very narrow, they're very constrained, they're very efficient, and they're very fast. So there are these two very different strategies, and at any given time, you can actually use one or the other, and there are circumstances which bias you in one way or another. Now, speaking for myself, and of course I'm a bit biased here, as you heard from Tom, I spent a large amount of my early formative years doing a lot of exploration. I tried lots of different subjects. I took lots of different courses. I studied engineering. I studied philosophy, psychology. I'm a kind of a jack of all trades, and of course, the other side is I'm a master of none. But what I was doing, it turns out, in retrospect, was assembling a toolkit which would enable me to actually, and became very useful in retrospect, when I started exploring the functions of the hippocampus. And when we saw these space cells, I already knew that there was a huge literature, a huge interest in space in philosophy, in psychology, and in mathematics, and so on and so forth. So I think this analogy, if we think about it and broaden the concept of finding your way, can help us at certain times in life in making decisions. So one of the things about whether you decide to use the narrow route finding strategy or the more global map-like strategy depends to some extent on the environment in which you find yourself. And we know from work on animals, and to a lesser extent on humans, that to create maps and to use them, you have to be in a relatively calm environment. When a mouse first enters in a new environment, it spends a lot of time exploring, finding out where things are. And in fact, even if it's hungry, it ignores the cheese that's sitting in the corner. But the minute that it finds or suspects that there is something dangerous about that environment, it gets a whiff of the odor of a cat, then it zooms and goes straight to the mouse hole to preserve its life. So one of the problems about today's high-octane, high-stress environments, which we all are, and you certainly will be exposed to, including the effects of Brexit and the political instabilities that we are going to find in Britain for the next couple of years, are really not conducive to this more relaxed, exploratory way of finding your way around the world and making decisions. There are also social circumstances which have an influence on how you navigate and how you find your way. As I said, I'm an avid rambler, and I go walking quite often in the hills on the South Downs Way and things like that under different circumstances. Occasionally, I go with a walking group who call themselves the Radical Ramblers, not one radical member of the whole group. And there we have a collective group where we get together and there's a chosen leader, and we actually almost follow a military strategy where everybody does the same thing. We follow a very, very clearly set out route, and we find our way. And we have very little scope for deviating for ambling off the path and for exploring things. I also walk by myself. And there, it's the exact opposite. I know where I would like to go, but I go rambling off and meandering down lanes, and when I see something of interest, I follow that path, follow that. And finally, quite often, to be honest, I find myself lost. Now, there's a third way in which I go for walks, and that is with my wife, who has been my long-standing companion for many years. And there, it's different from both of those extremes. We plan things together, we take turns as to who will lead, and we allow enough latitude so that if something turns up unexpected, we can explore it, and we can actually enjoy ourselves more than in either of the extremes. And of course, it has the added advantage of the fact that every once in a while, and it's usually myself that's leading, we're following a course, and my wife will say, do you realize that we passed this exact place about an hour ago? Which, of course, is totally incompatible with following a linear path across the terrain. And finally, I would like to close with a metaphor about how one insight you might get into how you make difficult choices. And I can think of nobody better than Robert Frost. I actually tried to think of ways of expressing this myself, but I can think of nobody who has expressed it better than the well-known poem by Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken. So I'll conclude with that. He starts off, 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning lay equally in leaves, no step had trodden black. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I would ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that made all the difference. So in conclusion, I would like to wish all the graduates great success on your future journey, good fortune, and I hope you have the courage to take the road less traveled, which I think probably always leads to the better success. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ensemble Honorary will perform Danny Boy, arranged by Joshua Medine, followed by It Don't Mean a Thing by Deke Sharon.
It makes a difference to this world. Just get everything you've got.
Rhythm, got rhythm, got rhythm, got rhythm. Rhythm, got rhythm, got rhythm, don't mean a thing. Rhythm, got rhythm, swing, it don't mean a thing. Rhythm, got rhythm, swing, it don't mean a thing. But makes a difference to this world. Just get everything you've got.
As we celebrate the success of our students, we also wish to recognise the staff who have contributed to your achievements. York has an outstanding record of teaching excellence. What individual students will remember, though, long after graduation, are the individual members of staff and postgraduates who teach, who have supported, challenged and inspired them. The Vice-Chancellor's Teaching Awards recognise and reward both individuals and teams who have made an outstanding impact on the student learning experience. All holders of these awards have demonstrated excellence in their teaching or the support they give for learning, delivered with energy, care and commitment. A Vice-Chancellor's Teaching Award has been made to Dr. Shirley Ann Rushmeyer from the Department of Psychology.
The Chancellor's Leadership Prizes recognise and reward the most talented, ambitious and driven students who have excelled on the final stage of the University's York Award. A Chancellor's Leadership Prize has been awarded to Emily Thornhill from the Department of Psychology.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor and Provost, I have the honour to present the following candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Cognitive Neuroscience and Neuroimaging. For research in shape processing in human visual cortex, Samuel Lawrence. For research in exploring accessibility of conceptual knowledge, Nathaniel Upasna. And for research in shape processing across lateral occipital cortex, Richard Vernon. And for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, and for research in resilience among young people in custody, Rachel Gibson. And for research in the early desistance process in sexual offenders, Rebecca Milner. research in incidental social learning from gaze behaviour, James Strachan. For research in sentence comprehension with a competing talker, Wada Valdez Laribi. And for research in the welfare of zoo-housed chimpanzees, Emma Wallace. And for the degree of Master of Science in Development Disorders and Clinical Practice, Oliver Cockman. And for the degree of Master of Psychology in Psychology, Hajar Al-Naqshbandi. Rebecca Arno. Dominic Arnold. Charlotte Ashton. Miat Thuya Ong. Matthew Bentham. Eleanor Blackley. Posidonia Brazier. China Brennan. Poppy Bryant. Priya Shahal. Eliza Chen. Michael Crisp. Patrick Angelo Custodio. Megan Darnell. Rebecca Ferry. Amy Freer Prout. Elania Green. Rosalie Hall. Isabel Herbert. Oliver Hodgkinson. Bethany Hodgkiss. Elizabeth Haroon. Alicia Hubbard. Ruth Knight. Lauren Larkin. Emma Marsh. Andrew Mills. Amanda Olson. Fionn Parry. Mimosa Pavetica. Amy Ralton. Alexander Robb. Anna Rogerson. Amondeep Sandhu. Aslin Sheldon. Katie Wally Mahmed. Hannah Willis. Sarah Zangri. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Zara Abdul Reda. Hiba Abu Rawi. Charlotte Adams. Nicola Airy. Simone Alijon. Joe Ansell. Gree Apeland. Laura Appleton. Siobhan Armstrong. Olivia Orr. Julia Baggott. Victoria Aline Bailey. Heather Baker. Bethany Beadle. Lauren Bolton. Amber Bonser. Amelia Bradley. Lauren Bramley. Bethany Briggs. Nicholas Brown. Jack Burgess. Liam Burnell. Elizabeth Buswell. Isatu Cates. Elena Court. Laura Chapman. Oriana Chung. Esmond Chow. India Clark. Sophie May Clayton. Claire Cornwell. Veronica Tsrikalova. Joel Ellis Dalton. Kimberly Davis. William Davis. Kai Dean. Oliver Dean. Katie Days. Madeline Dicker-Stevens. Amy Donahue. Adele Elliott. Daniel Farden. Anna Ramelia Fernandez-Royman. Emma Fletcher. Pernilla Fritzheim. Victoria Gale. Madlena Gotcheva. Ewan Good. Amy Grimwade. Sasha Harden. Emily Harper. Martha Harrison. Beth Harwood. Isabel Herbert. Hannah Higgs. Amy Beth Hindle. Norfatin Fawitsa Haji Mohammed Nur Arifin. Katie Hodgson. Lucy Holmes. Wilfred Howard. Madeline Howden. Lillian Ip. Stephanie Jackson. Emma Jazim. Rebecca Kenny. Laura Kinder. Sala Contio. Charlotte Lane. Rebecca Leach. Michelle Lee. Emily Lendeyu. Eleanor Lewis. Hannah Lund. Victoria McFarlane. Sarah Marshall. Anna Martin. Jennifer Mathewson. Connie Maunder. Bethany Mayfield. Eden McGovern. Shannon Elizabeth Maguire. Daisy Metcalf. Jasmine Minter. Sarah Morgan. Gemma Morrissey. Thea Mudder. Amy Narmad. Rebecca Erstgaard. Oluma Yoa Ogunremi. Samantha Osborne. Ellie Parker. Theodora Julia Pausine. Rhiannon Pierce. Ruby Pease. I Akmal Haji Kamaluddin. Hanisa Ajar. Ellen Porter. Olivia Powell. Lucy Price. Emily Ramsden. Claire Redding. Iva Reed. Robin Rolfe. Kerry Rosen. Aisha Sada. Becky Saxby. Ashley Seddon. Hannah Sisson. Anna Smith. Hannah Smith. Hannah Constance Smith. Simran Sumal. Rachel Saubatz. Cara Stapley. Meretta Stainer. Charlotte Swan. Julie Telandia. Lydia Teal. Kathleen Grace Reed Telfer. Emily Thornhill. Laura Tinkham. Malena Toanesa. Madeline Trevelyan. Christina Truman. Claire Turgoose. Amy Wadsworth. Gina Wiringa. Alice Wilkinson. Georgia Wilkinson. Becca Wilmot. Alexander Wilson. Carmen Wong. Brenda Wong. Hannah Wood. Yuting Wu. Xian Qi. Hengji Yang. Freya Zon.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor and Provost, I have the honour to present the following candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Criminology. Ewan Bell. Sophie Ann Bennett. Jennifer Bentley. Samuel Busfield. Craig Cassidy. Oscar Craven. Georgia Dixon. Anya Hughes. Arabella Francesca Jones. Olivia Lee. Sarah McMullen. Isabella Mee. Georgina O'Reilly. Isabella Owen. Tay Park. Ida Sadlowska. Lydia Samuel. Emma Thompson. Matt Thompson. Jonathan Tucker. Emma Teenan. Harry Walbaum. Faye Wileman. Chu Chao Yue. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, Jessica Alterman. Samantha Beardsley. Alice Bishop. Alice Blamiers. Megan Brickwood. Callum Brunton. Sophie Berder. Cossie Carter. Catherine Charnock. Emily Dunn. Laura Evans. Oliver Ferguson. Emmy Alice Frayne. Rosa Catherine Hall. Emily Hatchett. Claire Hemminsley. Kia Hill. Flora Holt. Eloise Jeffrey. Harriet Jennings. Jung Ji-hun. Daniel Kane. Catherine Kennedy. Alexandra Shonshirk. Chloe Lasher. Catherine Laley. Jessica Liddle. Freya Mylath. Stuart Moore. Gemma Meredith. Nardine Michaelis. Carrigan Moore. Ruth Helena Morris. Sophie Naylor. Peter Newton. Bess Palmer. Chloe Marie Price. Faith Redhill Ockwell. Rosie Renton. Megan Roberts. Lucy Roach. Luke Sides. Madeline Small. Tracy Stevenson. Lily Taylor. Anna Elizabeth Trotman. Michael Watkins. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Sociology and Education, Duncan Beckley. Miyu Wagatsuma. Chuandi Yang. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Sociology with Criminology, Surgeon Axos. Laura Burden. Sophie East. Harriet Gibson. Tanya Hill. Charlotte Howard. Amelia Inglis. Stiani Leapi. Andrea Marin. Rachel Pond. Jane Diane Simpson. Rebecca Todd. Sandra Eubenyi. Connor Wilkin. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Sociology with Social Psychology, Emily Elizabeth Buckridge. Clara Burns. Emma Bushell. Gabrielle Carney. Lynn Chen. Evangeline Conn. Neke Devi. Babatunde Dosunmu Odunsi. Dalma Fetske. Dan Howarth. Gabriela Kozlowska. Kit Lau. Paul Meal. Ella McEnroy-Naylor. Abda Omar. Hope Robertson. Nicole Reader Tracas. Alicia Vernon. Lucretia Vittori. Michael Wong.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor and Provost, I have the honour to present the following candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Women's Studies. For research on women employees' experiences of gender in Taiwan, Jinding Huang. For research on politicised online construction of Tunisian women, Manel Zouabi.
So let me start by offering my warmest congratulations to you. I should say that shaking your hands, being the first to shake your hands as you cross the platform, is one of the nicest parts of my role. Gaining a degree from a world-class university like York is a tremendous achievement. And as you know, we have very high standards and our courses challenge all of our students. We expect not only hard work, but a great deal of ability, and the award of your degree shows just how much you have devoted your best efforts to your studies. The university is enormously proud of you, as are your families, your partners and friends, and indeed everyone else who has supported you throughout your time here. When you made the decision to come to the university, you made a choice that is likely to have a lasting effect on your life. As I'm sure you know, there are many reasons why people decide to come to university. Perhaps you came to York because you wanted to prepare for a career in a chosen field or to improve your employment prospects. Perhaps you came because you were passionate about your subject. Or perhaps you simply came to university because you wanted to be independent and move away from home. Whatever the reasons, we hope you've achieved your personal aims and ambitions. In recent years, the public discourse around higher education has increasingly revolved around universities as drivers for economic growth and also the role of education in delivering a productive workforce. Whereas such utilitarian constructs are undoubtedly important, we shouldn't lose sight of the much wider relevance of higher education for society. In 1946, the then British poet laureate John Masefield wrote that universities are a place where those who hate ignorance may strive to know, where those who perceive truth may strive to make others see. That undoubtedly is still true today. Education is a common good that benefits us all in ways that may be difficult to measure or quantify, but are certainly no less important. Education enables societies to work together, to build together, and to live harmoniously and peacefully together. Education protects us from extremism, intolerance, and prejudice. Fundamentally, education makes us better people, and contributing to that mission is amongst the most valuable things that we do. In many ways, this university is quite extraordinary. It's widely recognized as a world-class institution, but it's only 54 years old. And everyone who's worked or studied here will be familiar with our ethos, which commits us to excellence in all that we do, be it in teaching or research. And that ethos explains why we have become so good. But we also have a range of values that are not reflected in league tables and international rankings. These are quite simple. We believe that anyone who can benefit from a York education should be able to do so. We believe that our teaching must be outstanding and informed by world-class research. And we're unconditionally committed to the highest standards of academic excellence. We also believe that our teaching and research should be used to the benefit of people and societies worldwide. We'll continue to stand up for these principles, and they will define who we are. No matter where your future may lie, I hope that you too will help us share and defend our belief in the value of equality, excellence, and indeed opportunity for all. Now, I hope you've enjoyed your time here at the university, which I'm sure wasn't spent completely on hard work and intellectual contemplation. I'm often here in the evening, and I've seen and heard you having a wonderful and lively time in your colleges and elsewhere. I'm, of course, also aware of what goes on through social media. Instagram holds few secrets. And you know what this says about you? It shows that you are, on the whole, a lively, sociable and caring group of people with a great zest for life. And so it should be. Being at university is about much more than just study and work. During your time with us, you will have met people who will remain friends for the rest of your life. Indeed, some of you may have met your life partners already. You will have joined student societies and explored new interests. You will have experienced life in a community that is diverse and international, with people from all kinds of backgrounds from 170 countries across the world. Our A to Z ranges from Afghanistan to Zimbabwe. I think you will find that these experiences have been just as valuable as any formal learning that you may have undertaken. Since 1963, we have inspired over 116,000 people to cross both this platform, but also continents, and embrace every imaginable job and profession. Now it's your turn to go out and explore new, brave horizons. As graduates, you're now members of a worldwide community of alumni, and I hope that you'll be able to join us at events around the globe, and indeed to support us at many important activities. One key area of our work, and indeed yours, is around philanthropy, where we provide and support scholars in distress or in exile. And I was really delighted to learn that the class of 2017 is supporting our equal access scholarships. These scholarships offer asylum-seeking students the chance to study at York. Impressively, over £10,000 has been raised by you to support this work, and that's a really excellent achievement, and well done. It is a tradition that speeches at graduation ceremonies end by offering some well-intended advice to graduates. Well, actually, I'm not sure you particularly need my advice, but there are some things that probably matter more than anything else. First, try to be kind and compassionate to other people, because kindness and compassion underpin civil society. Second, never forget that the world is a very interesting place. Never stop questioning and trying to understand it better. Third, make sure you enjoy whatever it is you do and have the courage to change direction if you don't. And finally, be lucky, but remember that Louis Pasteur said that chance favours only the prepared mind. So, for now, I wish you all the best in your futures. Make us proud, and above all, always strive to be the best that you can. And I'm sure that you'll also have a great time along the way. Many congratulations and good luck for your future. Thank you. So, thank you very much. I wonder if I could now ask our guests, not the graduates, guests to all stand, please. So, ladies and gentlemen, now is our last chance to clap, to cheer, to say a great big well done to the graduating students. Please. So, now, graduates, can I ask you to stand, please? Now, you've not entirely arrived here on your own. During your journey, you've been supported by academic staff and our support staff, by family, by friends, those who've provided both spiritual and also financial support. And now is your chance to say thank you. Please. Thank you. I now declare this congregation closed. Please remain standing.